Good morning, y'all. So in today's video, we're going to be going over 3 fire starting tools and 3 homemade tenders or prefabricated tenders, pre-made, that I carry in my get home bag, and I also carry one in my backpacking kit when I do day hikes. And the reason I'm doing this video is winter is coming. After last year's big crap storm in Texas, you know, there were people that died because they froze to death, and hopefully some of these things will come in handy if you need to use them to start a fire. The 3 tools are going to be a Bic lighter, matches, and a ferrocerium rod. And I always like to use my ferrocerium rod whenever I can. It's good practice, and I'm maintaining the other 2 fire starting tools for other emergency uses. The tenders that I have petroleum soaked or impregnated gauze, cotton balls. I have a fire starter that I bought at Walmart for $1. It works really well. And last is fat wood that I've pre-processed. Okay, so first I'm going to show you my fire starting tools that I have on me. I have the trusty Bic lighter. I have the outdoor matches. And I have my ferrocerium rod. So people who don't know what a ferrocerium rod is, you basically strike it and you start a spark. And that's all a ferrocerium rod is. You strike it, you spark it. And if you've never used one of these and you want to get one, I suggest you buy one and practice with it. But it's a great tool to have. Next is my fire starting tinder, which is I have fire starter right here. It's that right there. I bought that at Walmart. It comes in a package. It fills about almost 2 of these medicine bottles up. So if you can get some medicine bottles from anybody, or if you have any old ones, use those. I also have the petroleum impregnated cotton balls. It's just a cotton ball with Vaseline on it. Probably my favorite fire starter out of everything. And last but not least is fat wood. Fat wood is just wood that has lots of resin in it, usually out of a conifer like pine tree or something. And this is also a great way to start a fire. This can be wet. I can strike it with a match or with my lighter and it'll burn. So it's a really good tool. So let's get started. We're going to use the cotton balls first, and I'm going to use the ferrocerium rod and show you how it's done. So let's get started. Okay, so with this cotton ball that I'm getting ready to use, I'm going to take it out of a little container. I'm going to spread it open. It'll take a spark a lot better. I'm not making a fire lay right now. That'll be another video. But as you can see, I have this kind of opened up, and it'll take a spark really, really well. And I'll show you that with the ferrocerium rod. And I like to use my multi-tool to strike my ferro rod. So I'm going to hit it with this. And as you can see, I have my fire going. Okay, so I put some of my fire starter down out of my container. And we're going to hit this with the ferrocerium rod, see if we can get it going. Okay, so we got the ferro rod again. I have my fire starter spread out. Now, this stuff is supposed to take a spark. And I'm hitting it with the spark, as you can see, and I'm getting good spark on it. But I have yet to be able to start this with my ferro rod. So we have a secondary source, the good old Bic lighter. So let's hit it with the Bic. And you can see how well this stuff burns. So that part is with the Bic, and it'll get going really good. Okay, the last fire starting or tinder that I have is my fat wood. Again, you can buy this fat wood at places like Walmart. Even local grocery store sells it. sell this stuff because it's a great kindling to have, and it's really, really easy to use. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to process a little bit of it. So it's just really lightly with your knife, and you can start processing it down. You can make a feather stick with it, kind of like what I'm doing right here. And you do a whole bunch of this. You grind it up once it's on, and I do this on my my poncho that I carry with me on my pack. But this, I'm gonna show you how well it lights up. This is just a piece of wood, and you saw how fast that went. So that's all that resin that's in this piece of pine. I mean, I can literally get this soaking wet and it'll work just fine and start a fire. So those are my 3 tinders and my 3 fire starting tools. So I hope this video was informative to you and just how easy it is to get a fire started with pre-made tinder and the 3 fire starting tools that I carry with me. It's pretty simple. It's an easy way to start a fire. If you live in an apartment complex and the power's out and you run on electricity, you don't have a stove, you can literally get a fire started out in your front yard if you need to warm up. If you have the right kinds of, I guess, cast iron stuff, you can go out and cook on it. I'll do another video on how to make a fire lay and get a rip-roaring fire going within the next couple weeks, and you'll see how easy it is. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please hit the like button and share it. If you didn't like it, hit the dislike button. Also, leave a comment below. Thanks for taking the time to watch this. Y'all have a great day.